Now, the 22nd edition of the Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon is set to take place on the 26th of October, with organizers setting their eyes on a 20% increase in terms of participants. The launch of Kenya's most prestigious marathon was conducted Saturday morning, with this year's kit also being unveiled. Our very own reporter Elijah Ouko attended the launch and filed the following report.
The wheels of the 22nd edition of the iconic and trailblazing Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon have been set in motion with the launch of this year's event happening Saturday morning at Uhuru Gardens. This year's edition is set to take place on the 26th of October, which will be the last Sunday of the month.
As a brand, we always look at refreshing how we want to appear in the market. So every year, we're obviously trying to improve on the feel and the look of the kit. And also the fact that this year we've got a couple of new partners that are willing to co-sponsor some of the races. So again, we take that into account when designing the kit.
When you register, all the proceeds that we get from the registration goes towards Feature Makers. Feature Makers is a Standard Chartered program where we help the youth, women and persons with disabilities to learn and grow.
An early morning run was part of this year's launch, with the runners gauging their fitness levels with a 5 kilometers and 10 kilometers race. Last year's Standard Chartered managed to rope in 25,000 participants, and this year they've raised the bar higher and their target is 30,000. For easy planning and smooth running of the marathon, registration will be closed 2 weeks before the event.
We believe that we'll be able to actually achieve those numbers even before the 2 weeks. So we are very optimistic about that, and also serious that we'll actually close before the 2 weeks.
So I'm generally a sprinter. I run short races, 100 meters, 200 meters for interbanks. This is just me challenging myself to do hard things, and really, it is a hard thing running, and I think I'm excited about this new season.
Kenyans are actually venturing into running at a rate that we didn't even anticipate when we began running. Those days we didn't even have watches for running. We were just running from here to can't even this 1 kilometer and back. But nowadays you see guys talk about heart rate. Kenyan running community is going very fast.
Standard Chartered Marathon has been making huge strides over the years, and the long-term ambition of getting to a World Athletics Gold Label event is certainly within reach.
They are already vying for bronze label, which is a good thing. I know it's going to be accepted. They have already started it, and last year was the first year on that level. So now we are moving on. We hope to maintain it until we are given the gold level.
Together We Run is this year's theme, and Standard Chartered have roped in various sponsors for various races. Prudential Kenya will take charge of the family run, and Heineken will sponsor the 21 kilometers race.
In bringing together families this year, we allow them to bond, we allow them to spend time together, but also to interact with us and to interact with other partners sponsoring the marathon. And we hope that they come out of here with something useful.
Heineken Zero is basically the lead sponsor for the 21-kilometer marathon in this year's Standard Chartered. The reason we are sponsoring this marathon is because we are trying to promote a more inclusive culture, even when it comes to having fun, even when it comes to socializing.
Uhuru Gardens is the venue, and 26th of October is the date. So get yourself ready for another exciting edition of the Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon. Elijah Ouko, NTV Sport.